this with Lonn right now. Lonn Trost joins us. All right, Lonn, explain to me. So I just got a caller who says the Yankees will honor this e-ticket situation. Explain to me now how your system works and how the StubHub system works and what yours will do and what theirs can't do, okay?
Okay.
Please, go ahead.
All right. It may sound a little confusing, as we discussed earlier, but...
Can you get on the phone? You're on the speakerphone? Hop on the phone. There you go.
Okay.
Thanks. Go ahead.
Our system that we started, Yankee Ticket Exchange,
okay,
is integrated with Ticketmaster. They're a primary seller and they're a secondary seller.
Okay.
Which means that right now, if you wanted to sell a ticket on the secondary market, you can post it, someone can buy it, and it would be, after it was verified, it could be immediately downloaded and transferred, and the person who purchased it would be able to get the e-ticket, which would be, received by us when they came to the game.
And StubHub can't do that?
Today, StubHub cannot do that because StubHub does not have an integrated system with us. However, there will be a point in time prior to the game, let's pick 48 hours, where we will open up that ability for anybody to electronically transfer a ticket, and that period will run from, say, 48 hours before the game to 3 hours before the scheduled game time. During that period of time, anybody, whether it's StubHub, Ticketmaster, Craigslist, whatever it is, can transfer the ticket electronically. There can be a printed home function. There will be a printed home function, and that ticket will be honored by the Yankees. No different than if it was printed and sold through Ticketmaster.
See, I had guys calling me up, Lonn, and I thought this was how the Yankees explained this to me, was that you could no longer buy the ticket that day and print it out and have the Yankees honor it. That's not true? That is true.
No, that is true. That is true.
They will honor or they won't?
No. We will honor anything that we receive that's electronic, assuming it's verified and it's valid and not counterfeit. We're going to honor it.
Up to what time?
Up until 3 hours.
So what if you want to get a ticket right away? At game time, you can't do it?
At game time, you can walk up to the box office and buy it.
But you can't get a StubHub ticket?
Well, if you looked up until 3 hours, you can.
What if you wanted to print it 10 minutes before on StubHub? You can't come up and not.
You can't do that. So, you can't do that on Ticketmaster either.
Oh,
until 3 hours.
So
before.
There's a time limit.
Yes.
So with the Yankee system, can you do it to game time or no?
No, the Yankee ticket system is still till 3 hours before game time.
So it's the cutoff. So the StubHub person is not any more penalized than the regular Yankee. It's the same system then.
Well, no,
then what was the big change in the system?
The big change is because that person who uses StubHub can't even begin to do that until 48 hours before the game, whereas someone using Ticketmaster can do it as soon as the tickets become available.
So you're talking about tickets that are for games that are more than 48 hours away? For
games that are more than 48 hours away, Ticketmaster cannot download, call forward, or print it home.
So the only window they have for StubHub is between 48 and 3 hours?
That is correct.
But that still gives them 2 days to download the ticket.
Well, that does give them 2 days to download the ticket, but that's why they're looking to open up the last-minute call center.
Then why do they need a call center? I don't understand. Why would they need a place across the street?
Because there are so many other tickets, I guess, in their mind that are posted beforehand, and people send out the tickets by FedEx, and they then have to get delivered to StubHub. So StubHub can then have the fan pick it up when they get off the subway. What you're referring to now, this 48-hour window that ends 3 hours before the game, is for that last-minute buyer, because that last-minute buyer is going to want to come to the game, and if he can make a decision, the weather's nice, they'll go to StubHub or they'll go to Ticketmaster, wherever.
So, in essence, see, my understanding with this whole thing, and obviously either I wasn't explaining it right or I didn't understand it right, was that I thought the Yankees were no longer honoring anything except hard tickets from StubHub. They're not doing that.
No, we're not penalizing a fan who goes to StubHub and can receive the
Is that a change?
No. Maybe it was you and I not communicating.
Because I thought that you no longer, and I thought that's what the big difference was, is that the StubHub guy was not allowed to download his ticket. He had to have the hard ticket. You're saying that's not the case.
Well, he has to have that hard ticket now, only because there's no other way to get the ticket. So if he wanted,
but on a regular game day, he can download it on StubHub.
On a regular game day, he can download it from StubHub up until 3 hours.
Well, what's the difference now and a regular game day? I don't understand.
I'm not sure.
I mean, why can he do it on a regular day and not do it on
StubHub? Because StubHub doesn't have an integrated system with us. Only Ticketmaster does.
So are you giving them one?
If you want to look at it that way, you could say StubHub would be integrated with us during that window. Then truly not.
Why do you integrate with them at all? Why don't you just shut them out completely?
Well, why don't we shut them out?
Well, why will you integrate with them? Why can't you? Can't you just legally say I'm not going to let them integrate our tickets?
Yes, but we're not integrating with them, because once we allow the fan to print at home, which we're going to do, right? Because there are many fans out there, or call forward. There are many fans who want to come to the game, and they're working in the office and say, gee, I forgot the tickets. What am I going to do? Or they're saying to their family, listen, meet me at the game. I'll download 3 of the 4 tickets. I have them in the office. Download them and print them at home, come to the game.
That's the stuff you can't do.
And no, that's the stuff we want to make sure our fan base can do.
Oh, can do.
Can do. So by doing that, we're opening up to everybody, because how else? Look, you have your tickets. You're going to use them, or you're going to transfer them or do whatever you want. Now, there's that fan base that wants to sell them in the secondary market. They come to Ticketmaster, which is our integrated system. They can do it right now, today. As we're talking, we can do it. Now, there's another group of people who get stuck. They need to print it at home that day of the game, the day before the game. They want to meet their family there, as I'm trying to. So we can't shut people out. So we've, at that point, allow ticket forwarding. It's not integration. It's ticket forwarding. So that you say to your wife, listen, I have the tickets here, and I want to meet you at the game. I'll forward them to the computer at home. You print them out, pick up the kids, and come to the game.
All right, so there really is, in essence, though, there is no penalty by using StubHub. Then you still are honoring StubHub the way you were last year. Even though you're no longer in business with them, you are honoring them the same way.
We are honoring them, and they can forward and print it home if they want to wait till that 48-hour window. Yes, otherwise, if you want to sell your ticket through StubHub, and you can, and we're going to honor that, you post it with StubHub. You then have to get it to StubHub. Then the purchaser of that ticket has to get to StubHub and pick it up.
Before 48 hours.
Before 48 hours.
All right.
So that's where the hard ticket comes in.
But most of the business is probably done within the last 48 hours, is it not?
Well, a substantial portion of the business could be done within that period of time, but we also have the fan base that you have to make certain can get their tickets if they've left at home, if they misplaced them, if they want to meet somebody there. You can't shut them out just because you're trying to do business with. We do business with Ticketmaster. Baseball does business with StubHub.
See, all right, Lonn. Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Right.
All right. I mean, that whole 48-3 stuff was lost in the translation the whole winter. I was told the whole time there's a great difference. Now, this 48-hour to 3-hour window, I didn't know anything about till today. So there still is a StubHub window. I want everyone to understand that, because I didn't understand that, and that's not the way it was explained to me, I promise you. You can't do it before 48 hours. You can do it within 48 hours to 3 hours. I didn't know about that part, okay? Nor was it ever brought out, nor is it brought out in printed stuff either, I can promise you. So that was a little thing that was not discussed, okay? So maybe they didn't want, maybe that was not the part they wanted to stress, okay? They said you cannot integrate the system, blah, blah, blah. That's how I understood the whole thing. Now you find out you still can, if you're a StubHub person, integrate it within 48 hours to 3 hours. So you do have you can't do it before 48 hours. You can do it within 48 down to 3. And I would guess, having never used StubHub, I would guess the biggest window for the tickets is the day of the game, I would think. I mean, so it doesn't seem like they've really hampered your business at all then. And I don't know if this is a late change and we don't know it. I don't know, but that was, I'm telling you, that's not the way it was explained, but we want to get it right. And you just heard him say it. So you can't do it before 48 hours. You could do it within 48 as long as you do it before 3 hours. So to me, it sounds like you can still do business. Then why does StubHub need to open a place? This whole thing is, you know what? Let them battle it out. But the bottom line is, if you're StubHub, understand that you can still use a ticket from 48 hours printed until 3 hours. Which, like I said, I'm telling you, I show you the print was never really strange. It was that look at the difference. You can't do this. You can't do that. Now, oh yeah, you can do this. Very, very strange. Back after this.